Hi there, Virgo. I love this deck. So the Four of Autumn, Four of Pentacles is about, the traditional meaning is about someone who's like hoarding things, but I really think it's a card about boundaries and knowing that the Two of Pentacles is an influence that's sort of passing. It's important to, if you feel overburdened, you have too much going on, is to figure out what your boundaries are and to make some clear boundaries so that you don't take on too much and get too overwhelmed. And, people can make boundaries that are way too strong, which is the hoarding aspect of this card, where they are so concerned on holding on to material things, they literally do it to the exclusion of their loved ones. The Anna K Tarot has a wonderful visual for this card. There's this man and he's on the ground over his like chest of money and things, and there's this stone wall, and his wife and children are on the other side, sort of cold and out in the cold, while he's just completely focused on his thing. So it shows obviously someone who is too materialistic and too concerned with finances. But if you really think of it, it's a boundaries. It's a card about priorities. Where are your priorities? Are your boundaries too strong in some areas or not strong enough? So that would be a good thing to explore when you go into sort of your hermit state. Like, what's going to make me feel better? Manage your resources wisely. Achieve a balance in how you spend and save money. Help out those who are less fortunate. So crossing, and I'm going to read this one because this is also influencing your situation at present, which is at Four of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles. And this is a card about just having way too many things going on and having trouble juggling it. Sometimes the lesson of this card is you are doing it and people think it looks easy, so they're not offering to help you because you're making it look easy, even though you may be like just absolutely struggling inside. So you may need to speak up, and maybe that's what you're going to be doing here with this card about boundaries. This Four of Pentacles is speaking up and saying, I can't take that on, I need your help. Some people just don't know, and you have to tell them, and then they're probably happy to help. So Doreen says, bring fun into everything you do. Juggling multiple priorities or jobs, an exceptional talent for multitasking. Just because you're good at multitasking doesn't mean you have to make just go to an extreme. Now, crossing this Four of Pentacles is the Seven of Pentacles. And this card is about having patience, and that things are a process in life. If you plant a pumpkin seed, sitting there and saying, grow pumpkin, yelling at the pumpkin, having temper tantrums, getting depressed, being angry, wishing for it to grow. I mean, it sounds ridiculous, but we do that in a lot of areas in our life and don't realize it because we don't understand that there's an underlying process that needs to happen. So we can nurture, we can water the seeds, make sure the soil's fertile, give it enough sunlight, protect it from disease and whatnot. So we can nurture things, but there's lots of things we can't force. So this asks us to understand that there may be an underlying process unfolding that needs to happen, and just to respect that. And it could be an internal process. I mean, this goes nicely with the Hermit of really trying to figure things out and figure out where your boundaries are and what's important to you. Is it being an awesome multitasker, or is it having the energy to spend time with our family and friends and loved ones without being frantic in our mind? So she says, have patience and don't worry. Take time to rest and plan your next steps, a prudent investment of time or money. So yeah, so this this inner work you guys are going to be doing this month is going to really pay off for you overall. And crowning you as the emperor. So the emperor is he takes charge of his life. He has very very well-defined boundaries, and people are aware of them, and they respect him for it. I don't know if maybe some of you has a boss that doesn't, just because you can do a tremendous amount of work doesn't mean it's fair that they should just keep adding, and they don't realize that they're burning you out. So the emperor has very clear boundaries that everyone knows, and he's respected for it. So don't be afraid to speak up, to be assertive, not aggressive, to state the truth, not complain. All these, the emperor is very confident and he's heard because of the way he expresses and conducts himself. So this is a great energy. So having the wisdom of the hermit and then having the outward appearance of the emperor, I mean, that's a very wonderful place to emulate and want to be. And he has he has the world here. He's thinking of the big picture, but he also does have the heart front and center in mind. So he's trying to look at the good for everyone. And your emotional well-being, your health, the pentacles are health cards. Those are all important things to factor. And here you are making a choice of passion, a choice of what's important, a choice of where you want to spend your time and energy. Let's see what she says. Oh, did I read the Emperor? Use logic and structure to increase your success. Get organized, a firm but compassionate leader. So the Two of Wands says, a bright future manifested through hard work and creativity. Partnering with others who share your dreams. Great progress being made. Maybe you do need to enlist the aid of others to help unburden you from everything you're juggling. And then, speaking up and asking for that help, it might develop into a great partnership that you didn't even realize had you not had this experience of having to figure out your boundaries and your limits and then learn how to express them in a constructive manner. I think is really actually you're going to be surprised that maybe some worry and fear you had over expressing your needs and asking for what you need is going to actually really benefit you. And I think you're going to be surprised at the opportunity that's going to be presented because of that. Did I just read this? A bright future manifested through hard work and creativity. Partnering with others to share dreams. Great progress being made. Okay. Sorry, I do so many of these right in a row. I kind of forget. Okay, strength. The Strength card and the Seven of Wands. So this is exactly what I was saying about the Emperor. Stating your case, being assertive but not aggressive, defending yourself without being defensive, just stating your case, just the facts, ma'am. You don't need to be on the defensive. You've got everything under control and you just need to let people know. And the Strength card is about having the perseverance, doing things even though you might be afraid, making yourself vulnerable. It's not about white knuckling it and brute strength. So you may feel a little vulnerable in this position. This may be outside of your comfort zone. And sometimes that's the best indication that you're on the right path. It says the grace and inner strength needed to overcome challenges. The power of kindness and forgiveness. Time to embrace how wonderful you are. Yeah, have confidence in yourself. You're worth it. And what does this say? Be assertive. Don't back down from what you believe. Courageously stand up for yourself. So there's the courage with the lion. But this is not a situation that that I feel is really contentious in any way. I think it's more of you guys have just perhaps been sort of doing anything and not complaining because you're a strong person. And so you need to get over speaking up and asking for help, and being assertive is not whining, complaining, being weak, or any of those negative things. It's a very difficult quality to cultivate. It's a very admirable quality, and it will bring people will respect you more because of it. So I think I'm going to leave it there. I hope you have a wonderful spring. I'll see you at the next video. Thanks so much for your support. Take care.